guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nana and we're back with another part of The Sims 4.
I know this. I know.
Ever since becoming a dad, he's truly been a changed man. You take the stereotype aside, Salim has now become what Cassie used to do, and it's rather new for him. He's not afraid to clean, he's not afraid to get dirty. It's just that it feels a little weird for him to be the one doing the laundry and cleaning and maybe even taking care of some plants, because it's just like what Cassie used to do. And it's such a switch now from not only becoming a dad to also becoming Cassie. In a sense, he's becoming Cassie. Talking about Cassie is asleep, sound well, and Olive is as well. We decided to move the crib closer to the bed so that Cassie wouldn't have to walk as far to feed the baby, because that's been quite a struggle, let me tell you that. There's a lot going on with Cassie that's just really hard. Oh, I like how Betty's under the table. Sometimes I just look at things and I'm like, oh, it's so cute. And Sam definitely got a tan. He's looking a little orange. Not orange, he's looking a little red. And it could be the reshade, but I don't think so. Let's go ahead and we have enough money. So let's go ahead and do some duties around the house. This house is an absolute mess. Like Cassie has really not been feeling the greatest, and it just tells in the way that the house is looking right now. So I'm gonna have him just literally just do everything. The litter box is dirty, we need to do the dishes, we need to do the laundry, and you know, like I said, he's not dirty. He's not dirty. He's not afraid to get dirty, but it's a little unusual for him to just take up so many roles all of a sudden. A house dad, and this is always what he wanted. Maybe not when he was younger. He always wanted to be a writer, but as he grew older and turned into an adult, he decided that he really truly wants to become a dad, and the thought of staying at home and writing and taking care of his baby just seemed like a dream to him. And you know what? That is his good ride. You know how many ladies dream of becoming a mother and they want to stay home and take care of the baby? I mean, some people want to work as well, but I think most ladies want to stay home and take care of the baby. And I love that Salim is like that, because it's just so out of the stereotype, and I absolutely love it. Though it's a little harder than he expected it to be. I mean, okay, that's not how you do it, Salim, but okay. It's a lot harder than he expected it to be. Wanting to write and take care of your child and also the household is actually a bigger task than he could have imagined. And he had a little snippet of it, because when Cassie was pregnant, he had to do a lot of things because Cassie just stopped doing things and fell into like this slumber. And he had a little taste of what it's like to run a household. And Cassie did that, mind you. Cassie took care of the household while she worked a lot as well. And Salim was home most of the time, and he just cooked every now and then or cleaned something up if he needed to. But now he's having a good taste of what it's like to run a household, like a legit household with cat, with kid, with mama. And you know what? He suddenly has found a deep appreciation for Cassie for everything that she's ever done for him, because there's a lot of things you need to do to run a household, man, and Cassie makes it seem so effortless, but it's actually like a lot of hard work. Well, he actually needs it. I think he truly needs it. You know why? Because he gained a little weight. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but it's truly just some baby weight he's carrying around. Salim is carrying around some baby weight. He's been really lazy lately and eating and not taking care of himself, so he gained a little weight. And you know, Salim is by nature just really lazy, so it shouldn't even surprise us all that he gained some weight. I mean, even Cassie did, but Cassie was pregnant, so I mean, oh my gosh. Okay, we need to stop what we're doing. So it looks like Nestor came to visit us, and Nestor is the boyfriend of if I'm correct, it's Dina. Sorry, there's a lot of boys. And Salim has been texting all of his friends to just come and meet the baby, and he didn't really, you know, talk about it to Cassie, but he figured it would be fine to just invite over some friends because it's not like they're strangers. And you know what? It's a good thing he just got done cleaning, because imagine the mess. I'm just saying, like, do we really want to show off the state of our house? I don't think so. Let's see if we can maybe give him a hug. Are we that close? Yeah, we're that close. So let's give him a hug. Thank him for coming. It's a lot warmer here than where he's come from. So I want to see if I can show off my baby to Nestor. I've been wanting to show off my baby for so long now, but it just depends because I don't know if there's enough space to do that. Really special to have a child and to be able to show it off to others. I don't know what it is, but oh, Nestor is just okay. That's sweet of you. Oh, yeah, that's really nice. Oh my gosh, he's showing off his daughter. Oh, oh my god. Oh, she's not having that. Oh, she is. Maybe not. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe she's not. Maybe she is. Maybe she's not. Nestor doesn't seem really impressed by the baby, and I guess it's just he's not ready to have a child. He doesn't hate the baby or anything, but he definitely is not ready to have a child. So obviously he's a little less enthusiastic perhaps than you know, any other person would be. I would be squealing if I saw a baby. When my friend had her baby, I was like I got to my friend's house and I sat on the couch, and it's my best friend, by the way. I know her for like more than 10 years. Way more than 10 years by now. And I remember sitting on her couch and she was like, do you want to hold the baby? And he was like, I think like 6 or 8 weeks old. I was like, yes, please. And I sat there and she put the baby in my arms. And I think I sat there for like, I felt like, I mean, it probably was not like hours, but it felt like hours, and I was enjoying it so much. She took pictures. I was like, living my best life. And that was a good time. That was just, yeah. That was a very, very nice time. But you know, Nestor has been coming over quite a lot, and I think he's been planning a wedding, or he wants to maybe propose to Dina, but he's not exactly sure how to do it yet. And I think he's been asking advice from Salim, because really Salim is the only married man in the bunch. So I mean, it would make sense that he would ask him. Woken up and she's not feeling really well, and she sees Nestor and she is just like instantly she's just like, what are you doing here? Like, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? She is so not looking forward to seeing anyone right now, and the fact that a stranger has to see her in this way, in her most vulnerable state, is so incredibly sensitive to her that all she wants to do is just make him go away and just go back into bed and hide. Cassie is doing really, really bad, and a lot of things are suffering. She's not feeding the baby enough. She's not showering enough. She's just been eating and arguing with Salim, and the only person she really seems to be able to tolerate is Betty, because Betty is her one and only true love. Sorry, Salim. A lot. And it's mostly about Olive. Salim believes that Cassie should be at least able to get up to feed Olive whenever she needs a feed. And she does need a feed several times a day, only Cassie kind of refuses to get up and feed the baby, and she feels so disconnected from it. She truly, truly does. She just is tired and lethargic all the time, and she has no will to do anything, and she's fallen into such a deep hole so fast after getting Olive that it truly was more than just the pregnancy that was making her feel this way. Salim is doing his best to care for Olive by himself, but he cannot breastfeed Olive. He's really frustrated with her about it. Oh my god, now she's crying on the toilet. He's just really frustrated with her about everything and anything. She's not showering. She's not showering. She's not eating properly. She's not dressing herself in any other clothes. She's not taking care of herself, and most importantly, she's not taking care of this baby, and he just cannot stand it. And you know, oh my god, okay, so we're arguing, Olive is crying. This is just pure hell, let me just say that. And I'm just so frustrated with Cassie. Like, I don't understand what she's going through, and maybe I should have more sympathy for her. Maybe I should try to be more understanding. But right now, I just can't, because our baby needs to be fed, and Cassie just doesn't want to do that. Cassie has one job at the moment, maybe more, but one important job: to keep the baby alive, and she refuses to come anywhere near the baby. They don't even have a relationship whatsoever, and Salim is just getting really frustrated with everything. It's just getting way too much at this point. Back to bed, and I'm gonna take a bubble bath just to relax a little bit. I maybe got a little heated, and that's not like me. I don't confront people very often, and I don't get mad very often. I am very socially awkward. But you know what? I really love Olive, and she's the most precious thing that's come into my life. And if Cassie cannot get her act together, then this baby is not going to live very long. And we have to raise this child together, and it's just so much responsibility, and I'm just kind of overwhelmed right now, and I just do not understand what's wrong with her whatsoever. I feel really hesitant to leave her, actually. The crying is definitely getting to Cassie, so we're gonna have her breastfeed Olive just to get it over with, and then just go straight back into bed, because really that's all she cares about. She doesn't have a bond with her baby, and she doesn't really care much for the child either. She just can't seem to form that bond that mothers have instantly. And it's really frustrating to her as well, because she knows that she should have a bond. She knows that she should take care of her child, but something in her is just so dark, and just so dark. All she can think of is the baby. It's just constantly in her mind, the baby this, the baby that, but it's not anything positive. Oh my god! The neighbors around here like to cook, so when they heard Hannah had a substantial meal in a while, they decided to bring over some food. Oh my gosh, this is so... Oh my gosh, this is gonna cause some drama, everyone. Word spreads fast, and a bunch of Salim's friends, actually, I have to correct myself here. Remember her name. Okay, we're gonna have to do a little digging here. So, Caleb is Lilith's brother. And he is Johnny Sest's husband. Okay, let's get this straight. He has decided to take a bath and to finally take care of herself after a few days. And it's just a small thing that she can do for herself right now, but it's also a way to escape, because the house is just really crowded all of a sudden, and she's just not up for it. She can't really muster herself to blow up once again and to tell everyone to leave, so instead she just takes the higher road, and she'll confront Salim some other time. But what are these guys wearing once again? I'm really appreciative that the bunch of them came to check up on me. I'm really appreciative that Caleb came to, check up on me. That's really nice. And I want to show him some photos of little Olive, because oh my god, I just have too many. Know what to do with herself now that she's in Cassie's house, and she feels almost a little bad that she's been so mean to her, when clearly she's married, and this is like the married guy that her husband has been, hanging out with, and they have a baby together, and suddenly she just feels really sad. And it must also be her hormones and the thought that she wants to get pregnant, and now there's like a new baby. But also just something about Cassie just seems a little off, and she almost feels a little like, I don't know, like sympathy moving forward a lot, and I'm really appreciated that. I haven't really met Liana yet. I know that this is the girl that, Cassie is having some fit with, so I mean, what can we say about that? Hey guys, I just came back from the store, and I thought it was a perfect opportunity to tell you guys or ask you guys to tell me what is good about your day down in the comment section below. Managed to get everyone back home, and it's been quite a rough night, may I say so. Besides the fact that, you know, there was just a lot of people and he's just really stressed. The fact that Cassie wasn't really happy when, you know, Nestor came to visit, and she pretty much told him to get lost, or, you know, or unusual for Cassie, and he took the hint. Like, she wasn't feeling herself, and Salim apologized and said, "I'm so sorry about my wife." Group chat, Salim had announced that the baby was there, and Nestor kind of, you know, shared some pictures of him and the baby and him being here, and joking that Salim and Cassie are looking pretty stressed and overwhelmed with being new parents, and that it might be better if we don't all visit at the same time, or maybe not visit for a while, because I think we need to give them some time to readjust. Kind of like joking, not understanding really the depth of the situation, but there's nothing weird about someone's spouse just being like, "Hey, I don't want you here right now, like, could you please leave?" Especially after just having a baby. They're very understanding. I think there's more so just joking about it, like, yeah, like, of course, Salim, you just became a dad, I understand. Things like that, not really realizing that, well, you know, there's something real going on. It's not just like all jokes and fun. And when Caleb decided to drop by, it was really nice of him. And he, I don't know if he has experience with kids or with anything family related. I mean, I know he's gay, so he doesn't have any kids himself, but he came by and he gave him some advice, and maybe not advice he was looking for, but he was like, "Bro, just take it easy, just one step at a time, enjoy your..." Is this not working? I don't think it's working. It's bugged. Oh no, never mind. But he was definitely like, "Bro, take it easy," and I cooked you some food, and hope you enjoy it. Take some rest. Like something. I wouldn't say it's very bro like, but I feel like Caleb has quite a feminine side to him, so perhaps he's a little bit more caring than most of our male buddies. Luckily, Cassie slept through the most of it, so she really didn't know there were that many people, but she's feeling rather rested. It's 3 a.m. and just to get this baby to shush up, she's just feeding it. I didn't account for Makoa and Liliana to show up, and it was like a such an unfortunate timing that they decided to come and look at the baby. I mean, Salim had been, you know, quite back and forth with Makoa over text, lately at least. Both max thin and max fat within a lifetime? Oh my god. Such accomplishment. I realized that there's more to Cassie than meets the eye, and that perhaps she's not as bad as she seems, because I feel like Liana kind of just sketched her like really badly when she realized, like, oh my god, she might steal my man. And after realizing she's pregnant, she's really has changed her view on it. Now that the baby's here, she's really calmed down a little bit, just easing up to the fact that maybe not every woman is here to steal her man. But also for Salim, who really is not looking forward for more confrontations, and he just doesn't feel like really sharing what's happening with anyone right now. And it's hard to lie to all your friends. I mean, the fact that he's stressed, like, that was obvious, and that was really not a big deal. Like, he's stressed, we can all see that. So the fact that Caleb came by and gave him some food, I feel like that's really genuinely a nice gesture, but it doesn't necessarily scream something's going on with me, you know what I mean? It was just a really nice gesture based on the fact that he's now a dad, and everyone kind of wanted to help him, and he sent Nestor away, and, you know, he seems a bit like all over the place, right? But he truly wasn't really thinking about having them. I mean, they stayed a little longer than he was hoping they would, but nonetheless, he rather not see anyone right now and rather not talk about it. He just doesn't really know how to handle the situation. Cassie, however, like I tried saying, Cassie is feeling really bad, and she's going through, I think, postpartum depression. I'm saying this lightly because it's rather early to say this, but she's been quite sad for pretty much most of it, you know, most of her time being pregnant, after being pregnant. And I feel like it has to do with the loss of her baby, and it's, you know, it's a struggle, let's put it that way. And she still, even now the baby's born, she feels like she doesn't deserve to have this child because the other one didn't deserve to live. And it almost feels like, I don't know what it feels like, but it just feels so incredibly wrong to spend time and give love to this child when she wishes the other child, I mean, I don't know, I almost feel like she wishes the other child was here and not Olive. And that sounds really wrong, but then at the same time she can't help but to feel like this is not the right baby. She was supposed to have her first baby, even if it was from her ex, it was supposed to be her first baby. And she's feeling really torn because she's trying to love this new baby, and she knows like this is the one, like her baby from her love, her one and only love. But then the baby from her ex is constantly on her mind, and it's driving her insane because she shouldn't be thinking, first of all, about another man, and second of all, she shouldn't be thinking about another baby, you know. But then again, that baby would have been loved so much, and even if it had, maybe it would have caused a lot of drama between, you know, Salim and her baby's ex, and I don't know, so many other things. Her baby would have been cousins, I guess, with Miko's kids and the Bell sisters' kids, but at the same time it would have been really loved, so it wouldn't have really been a big of a problem. We could have just fixed all those things. We could have just avoided her ex in total. I mean, Salem eventually would have come to terms with this not being his child. And there's like so many things going through her mind, and she's just like, I don't know. She's completely and utterly lost and mostly in thoughts. She just doesn't really know what to do and love to just run away from this all. And I don't think sleeping is a really good way to cope with it, but at the same time, it's like the only way that she really is coping with this. And everyone has a coping mechanism, and I really feel like this is her way of coping with it. And I would love for her, I mean, she actually wore something else for a change, but I mean, those clothes were looking really dirty, so I mean, but you can really tell that her figure has I love how Betty is pooping at the same time, but you can really tell her body has changed quite a lot. And you know, I can imagine that it feels really bad to be both mentally and physically, you know, not okay with yourself. And you know, I don't really know what needs to be done, but what I do know is that Cassie needs a helping hand. And now for some less depressing stories, let's go over to Liliana. Back at Liliana's house, everything is going quite up to normal standards. Is that even a sentence? Oh, well, I said it, so it better be now. Liliana is taking her daughter out to play in a kiddie pool now that it's pretty warm in the summer, and she's maybe a little too small to go up to, the ocean pretty much. And I bet she would be run over by like one of those boats, which has been happening to like every sim I have swimming just gets run over by a boat, which is slowly. Nothing is really out of the ordinary, though. Liliana she's not feeling anything. I mean, nothing was weird about her visit to Cassie, but she's definitely wondering something. Her view on Cassie hasn't particularly changed. She's not exactly thinking, wow, okay, I love this chick now. But seeing, well, first of all, being surprised that this was Cassie's husband, that's one. And coming over to her house and realizing she actually has a nice house, which is also like surprising because she thought like she must be living in such a typical foreigner visitor's house, like something very not very traditional, very modern, something that doesn't fit the island like whatsoever. Struggling with my words there for a little bit. And realizing that she's actually pretty settled in was really nice to see to her, and it kind of made her realize like maybe the one is not here to change, you know, things for the worse. Maybe she's actually a decent person that just wants to learn about her culture and the island. But she felt like it was a little odd. I mean, when she was pregnant with Nani, she was pretty much all over her. She wanted to show her off to everyone that she could. Well, she wanted to show her off to everyone that showed interest, which was like some of the locals that came by, and we're really her friends, but they came by to check up on the new elder of the town, the future elder Nani, and even just to Makoa, all the time she would be like, look what she's doing, look what Nani's doing, look how cute she is. Oh my god, she couldn't keep her hands off her, and she obviously breastfed as well, and that went really well. So, and she loved doing it. She was always, I mean, she was really tired, but she was up and running, and just, you know, she was doing really, really well despite everything, and just really active. And she felt like it's been a few days, you know, since the news came out that she had a baby, and she's still in bed, and she looks like she's gained even more weight. And last time she saw her, and she's okay, worried is a big word. Like, she's definitely not worried, but she's more so curious as to why she's not that happy. The only thing she can think of is that it might be just a little stressful for her, and she can imagine, I mean, it was like a big change for her as well to have a child, but she's like not really sure. But at the same time, it doesn't bother her too much. It's like the random thought she has, like she wonders why, but like, why couldn't it bother her? It couldn't bother her. But then at the same time, it's like it keeps popping in her head, like maybe something more is going on, and she can't really fight off that urge. She just doesn't understand why she just cannot stop thinking about it. She cannot stop thinking about Cassie and why she's not all over her child, and especially for her to having or to wanting another child. She's like, I would give anything to have another kid, and she's like not over it. I don't understand. And she catches herself, and I think we're stuck here for a second, so I'm gonna have to reset ourselves. But she's like, she's a bit upset with herself as well, because she realizes just how much she keeps talking to, I think I'm hearing some weird noises. Oh, my cat just came in my room. I didn't even realize it, and he's been making, okay. Are we stuck again? Alright guys, we're stuck. Jeez. Can we like not get stuck over pancakes? Thank you very much. Yeah, in that case, nothing. Alright, my game is being really weird, so like, that's the thing. Is everyone stuck? Not everyone is stuck. It's just literally our household that's stuck. Like, what oh, never mind. Okay, there we go. Great storytelling. I love it when it happens. But I think I need to reset this for just a second. It's a dopey. My dopey. House. I love this house. I wish all the houses in this game were livable, because imagine living next to a waterfall. Like, that would be really cool. But telling me to stop this because it's once again stuck. But I do hope you guys enjoyed this part very, very much. I want to thank you guys so much for watching my channel. Oh my god, isn't that a pretty view? I want to thank you guys so much for watching this channel, and I'll see you guys hopefully in the next part. Bye.